So Rebecca, just go ahead and start off by telling us a little bit about the assessment tool and tell me about what the end goal is here.
Absolutely. So just as a quick refresher for your audience, ATRI identifies what research we work on through our Research Advisory Committee, or RAC. And RAC members represent trucking fleets. They represent driver groups. We have both OIDA and the Teamsters on the RAC. There's government representatives, law enforcement. It's really a very diverse group of trucking industry stakeholders. And they had a younger driver project team that was trying to figure out how to help the industry better identify among younger individuals who would be best positioned for success as a professional truck driver. And so we set out to really examine research that's out there that ties certain personality traits and characteristics to driving safety. It does show real promise for being able to identify, based on these personality assessments, the safest drivers, because those who scored the best in certain categories also had the best safety records as measured by their motor vehicle records and their pre-employment screening program records.
I see. You guys were measuring things like reasoning and impulsivity and experience seeking. Tell me why those play important roles in developing this tool.
Well, much of the scientific literature that's out there points to certain personality traits. For instance, impulsivity. It's not a stretch to figure out that people who are more impulsive and prone to react very quickly might be more challenged behind the wheel of a vehicle, whether that's a four-wheeler or a truck. You need to have, some more self-control. People who score high on sensation seeking, that's another trait we tested for. That's another indicator that you might be a little more challenged because you like that thrill of the roller coaster or whatever. You're willing to jump out of an airplane and try that. But it's those personality characteristics that safe drivers seem to have in common. What's interesting, Chris, though, is it also showed in those same drivers who were younger, they shared some of the same characteristics as older drivers with less driving experience. So if you were newer to the industry, older, a boomer like me, but less driving experience, you tended to score the same as some of these younger drivers. So that's, I think, promising and good news for us, because it says the real key is that driving experience.
I know that you guys are still in the first phases of your research. You're in the beta phase. How much research does ATRI plan on doing on this subject before, we develop a concrete tool?
Well, we use the term in research, the power or the size of your data set, and really to have the statistical validity that we need to say with a lot of confidence that this helps you identify the safest drivers among younger drivers. We need to expand that set of younger drivers. So I mentioned we had drivers between the ages of 20 and 60 in this data set, in our existing data set. We really got to build out that younger end of the continuum. And so in our next phase, we're going to be working with truck driver training schools, fleets that have apprenticeship programs, so that we can capture those younger drivers, so that we can state that with confidence, this is what it looks like in a younger driver and this is what it looks like in an older driver. But ultimately, if it does prove out like we believe this beta test has shown, then I think it's going to be a very powerful tool for the industry going forward. And as we do at ATRI, once we complete the research, we put it out there for folks to use or abuse, and we hope they use it for the purpose of improving the industry safety.